It's week 7 of the 2028 season. And coming up, we'll see Malik Neighbors. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Bills under the lights on Monday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick of the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw, Purdy. Out wide, setting up the screen for Rice. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They face second down and 7. Purdy to throw. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. And even 30 yards. First and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll be taken down. Now, stoppage here for an injury. It's Christian McCaffrey who's having an issue down there. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. And movement up front. And that's our first time tonight to check in with our referee. Now it is first and goal. To the ground after the penalty. Good running gets this down inside the 10.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Purdy. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Jake Moody for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
You know, some weeks, Mike, it just seems like you just can't do anything wrong every play, every throw. It just seems like everything goes your way, and that was certainly the case last week, throwing for over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tell you what, his receivers, they're coming into every game saying, we're going to get a lot of opportunities, and their quarterback can continue to play at that high of a level. There's a lot of production to go around.
Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Malik Mustafa there to bring him down. With that, I want to give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's 2nd and 6. That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Hill brought in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen going to give it to Cook. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
This defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. The Niners offense and receiver Malik Neighbors set to take over once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. The outside, caught by Neighbors.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run here with Barkley. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession, using formations, using run game and pass, unmasked.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. And in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Now whistles here and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So we've played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. 7-0 is our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up. Purdy. Throw to the... Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Bills have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Play action. It's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Allen. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He manages to get the throw away and completes it to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 85 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Bills will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all time, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Niners offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. His drive will start on the ground. Has an opening. Has the 40. He is tough to bring down. A big one there on the ground.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game. And you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. You can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
A run with Barkley. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. George Kittle was the intended target that time. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he'll take this down to about the 7. Throwing on second down is Purdy. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Third down, Purdy. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it'll be 4th and goal coming up. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. His kick is good. And the Niners will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Allen to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. And next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
That one into the hands of Hill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. His kick is good. And the Bills are on top. It's 14-10. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To throw on first down is Purdy. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Here's a toss as they look to run. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Allen will throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Allen. And he's going to have a first down. They get into field goal range here at the 29. Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Allen going to throw again. A pass caught right side by Coleman. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Allen on 3rd down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Niners are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's complete. It's Malik Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where it was the Bengals who were able to pick up the victory at home. Jonathan Brooks, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. George Pickens, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. We were treated to a solid first half of football by the great quarterback, Josh Allen. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Coleman. And this will be incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
He'll try to run for it. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Alert, alert!
They'll throw on first down with Allen. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This one complete right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Trying to shove his way forward, but brought down after a gain of a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He'll look middle here. It's caught by Hill. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll try and run here with Cook. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin here on the ground. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Flags come in. Looks like there was movement on the right side of the O-line.
Offense. Still first down.
Ready up. 65, let's go.
To throw is Purdy. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now give on the ground, and he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. It is 3rd and 10. To throw, Purdy. He'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They get the conversion with a gain of 22.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
On the bootleg, it's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Purdy now on second down. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the 49ers are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Bills offense ready for this next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll check this down to the running back. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself. Live to play another snap.
On play action, Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
To the left side, in the hands of Hill. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have just a couple here, but there is a marker on the field as well.
Still first down.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. Allen will throw to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good. And the Bills extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by Giamador Lenore. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Bills offense and Josh Allen head back onto the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. Hill brought in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. To the sideline, he's got Coleman. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down. Here's Allen to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw again, it's Allen. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Again, it's Allen to the air. This one caught just past the pylon. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The PAT, up and good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Let's go back and scroll through some of their drives. One theme, Greg, going to keep emerging throughout. too many turnovers.
Yeah, I think it's been a combination of just carelessness, right? Some sloppy play offensively that has caused some of them. But also, let's give some credit to the defense. I think in a lot of the cases, they're also forcing these takeaways, punching the ball out, going up for interceptions. They've been in the right place at the right time. So, combination of really good defense at times, and at times, really bad offense.
Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
Still first down.
Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. Purdy. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll throw again with Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Now Purdy. That is caught. He gets the hookup with Rice.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find...
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Bills offense ready to get back to work. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And he'll get this ahead to about the 25-yard line. The Niners will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Bills bringing on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Uh-oh. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy headed back on the field for their next possession. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passing. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. Off the bootleg, it's Purdy. That's to the sideline. It is intercepted, but I don't think he was able to stay in bounds. And indeed, the officials concur. It is incomplete. Very nearly a turnover. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy again. That's over the middle to Kittle. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. Back to the air again is Purdy. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? One last shot now for Purdy. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Past midfield.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
So it's a win here for the Bills. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.